Good morning. That was another horrific night's sleep. Always to be expected on these types of things. Just need to get up now, get dressed, get packed, do a few stretches, and then set off. Can't believe it's finally here.
Was a bit wetter than I wanted to get them. Anyway, tradition is to dip your toes in the sea, which I've just done, and to pick up a little pebble. So I shall look for a nice small one to carry across the country. So, here goes nothing. Oh, I have been so lucky with the weather and setting off today. Given the rain we've had over the last few days and the forecast for the rest of this week. It's glorious. It's absolutely glorious. So, the coast to coast path actually goes north and follows the coast for a few kilometres before turning inland, and I'm now at that point. So the next time I see the sea, I'll be in 190 odd miles. Well, next time I'm this close to it, hopefully I'll see it before 190 miles. On to the Lake District.
Wainwrights Coast to Coast runs for just over 300 kilometres from St Bees on the west coast all the way to Robin Hood's Bay on the east coast, passing through the Lake District, Yorkshire Dales and North Yorkshire Moors National Parks. The route is a mixture of rugged footpath on mountainous terrain to good quality fire tracks on old railway lines, as well as stretches along quiet country roads. With the imminent arrival of baby number 3, I needed another adventure and had set myself the challenge to fast pack the route over 5 days with limited support provided by parents. The plan for day 1 was to travel 70 kilometres through the heart of the Lake District, from St Bees through to Patterdale. Day 2 was to travel 60 kilometres from Patterdale to Kirby Stephen, and day 3 would see a full traverse of the northern edge of the Yorkshire Dales, ending in Catterick, again 60k. Day 4 would see a flat start to the day across the Vale of Mowbray, before hitting the Cleveland Hills, yet again another 60k ending at Blakey Ridge. The final day being comparatively short at 45 kilometres and finishing in the North Sea at Robin Hood's Bay.
Come on. Hello Mook out. So I've just come through Ennerdale Bridge. I've kind of given myself one arbitrary checkpoint throughout this adventure. They tend to be around kind of cafes or shops or places where I can stop if I need to. I'd half told myself that I would stop there, just have a kind of forced 5-minute break, but already I'm feeling the pressure to keep going. Next point is Blacksail Youth Hostel, towards the end of Ennerdale. It's in 14k. Onwards. Oh, it's stunning. It is stunning, but I am in a funk. I've lost the battle with not getting ahead of myself, and I'm doing all the calculations to how much longer I'm still going to be going, and it's not fun. It is not fun. I think I've been going for probably 5 hours now, and I reckon I've very easily got at least another 7. I need to get out of this funk. I need to get out of this funk.
After the first big climb had slowed me down and lowered my mood, coming down the other side I was able to pick up the pace again and saw a corresponding increase in spirits.
So I stopped in Borrowdale Youth Hostel and topped up food, drink, apple, Twix, bottle of Pepsi, which helped. Legs feeling okay now, although I don't think I'll be doing much running for the next hour or so. Going straight up and over whatever this lump is, old scarf maybe. Maybe not. Whatever this is, before dropping down into Grasmere. Annoyingly, I didn't top up water in Borrowdale. I don't really want to have to stop in Grasmere to do that. But hey ho. It looks like the weather is finding me. $20k to grind out. 20k to grind out. Onwards.
I was in high spirits running down into Grasmere. I had covered over 60 kilometres for the day and only had one mountain pass to go. These high spirits were not to last though. I remained positive up to Grisdale Hawes, but with the wind and rain setting in and the light fading on top of the miles and ascent, I was very ready to be finished.
Day 1 done. 71, 72k, 2.5, 3,000 metres of ascent. 12 hours on feet. I am broken. The final 4 hours were tough. Very, very tough. A couple of mountain passes, starting to get dark in the wind and rain, and legs that didn't want to run. Oh, I hope I feel better in the morning. Over and out. So I've just left the B&B. Slept pretty poor, which is to be expected. I've opted not to go over the high peaks today because the weather is awful. I think 50-mile-an-hour winds forecast and -7 wind chill, which I just can't face. Anyway, my alternative route I think is probably about the same distance, just not quite as much ascent. Onwards.
With only 2 hours sleep on top of the miles the day before, added to awful weather and watch malfunctions, the mental battle started very early. The mental time and distance calculations were in overdrive. At this pace it will take me this long. At that pace it will take me that long. The time and effort required was not a positive outlook.
This is not fun. This is grueling. Stupid animals. I was trying to show them all hiding behind the wall because of this foul weather. I don't know how much more I've got in me. I really don't think I can stomach 5 more hours of this weather. It's cold and wet and windy. And the path takes me up onto the moors after Shap, so it'll be even more exposed. And I'm just not going quick enough at the moment to stay warm. I go up there and the winds really come in. That's bad news. Oh, just need to make it to Shap now though. Another 2 or 3k. So I made it to Shap. Even just in that short little bit, I was kind of so up and down. Some minutes feeling really good, some minutes not. But yeah, the final 5, 6, 7k into Shap, my core temperature just plummeted. The wind and the rain just absolutely atrocious, and I wasn't able to go quick enough to get my core up. So I kind of sat in a cafe in Shap and had refueled, warmed up, but I just couldn't face it going again. To do another 30k in that wind and rain over the tops just didn't seem sensible. So I've got a lift over to Kirkby Stephen. Don't actually know where I am. Kirkby Stephen. To the hostel where I'm staying tonight, and I'm just going to try and recharge the batteries, kind of rest up in the hope that I can go again tomorrow. My legs are absolutely beat up, and kind of mentally I'm to skip that bit. I don't know whether I'll have the gumption to go again tomorrow, but it'd have been stupid to go over the tops. So kind of I've got to try and focus on that and go, that was the right call. See how I'm feeling later. If I'm feeling good, set off again tomorrow morning. Big if. Big if.
I started day 3 with no objective. I knew I wasn't going to finish the day, but I had to at least start. I had to give it something, before sacking it off and throwing in the towel. The loneliness and isolation heading up to 9 Standards Rig suited my morale perfectly, but at least it took my mind away from the challenge and allowed me to lose myself in the vast and desolate landscape.
Slowed down a bit now. Following a path that isn't really here. It's a bit blowy, but the rain.
Wind's behind you, bit of blue sky. Good luck.
Where are you parked?
Just on the road, just down there. No.
Occasional meetups with my support crew, aka my parents, helped lift my mood and get me out of my head. It gets lonely going that long by yourself, and sometimes you just need snapping out of it.
What I love about these trips is passing through the landscape. You do a circular walk, you don't get... Well, you finish where you start. You're doing a through hike, you're passing through it all. Been through the lakes. Now into the Dales. The scenery and the landscape just constantly changing. Makes it all worthwhile. It's the first time I've ever been up to 9 standards rig, and God, it's bleak up there. You can imagine if it was awful weather, that is not somewhere to be. You just see for miles and miles and miles, absolutely nothing.
I opted for the high route, and I'm so glad that I did. It gave me the sense of awe and wonder that drives me on these trips, taking away all the negativity from the day before.
So it is, I don't know, 11:30 on day 3, and we're doing it. Honest to God, I didn't think last night I would still be going today after that weather, but it's amazing what a good night's kip will do for you. I'm, I don't know, 25-30k in for the day. I've slowed myself down a bit, not pushing quite as hard. I'm just going to enjoy it a bit more and not beat myself up as much. So yeah, last night I thought that was it. I thought I was done for. But now, feeling good, feeling confident. Onwards. I'm flagging now. I'm over the moon with how well I've gone today, given how I was yesterday. Decided I was going to walk it in, and I've actually been able to run a lot more of it than I thought I would. But that must be 50 odd K now, not far to go. Part of me wants to jog it in, and part of me thinks that'll just knacker the legs for tomorrow. I'll be there by what, 5:30, so I will get another good evening to recover again, hopefully. Onwards, 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 onwards. Very, very glad to see that many tomorrow. That means I am nearly at the end of the day. Less than a K to go. Less than 1K to go. I am, yeah.
I started the day for the sake of it, but with no real expectation of finishing. That had removed any pressure and made the day easier. Now it was back on, and with another 60k to do tomorrow, it was going to be tough.
That's it. Day 4. Here we go. I think today is very much going to be a tale of two halves. First half lovely and flat. Second half very lumpy on the North York moors. Need to work out how to make good time early but conserve energy for the afternoon, because that's going to be tough. Onwards. So it is very peaceful going along these quiet country roads. I can see the edge of the North York moors in the distance, just jutting up on the horizon. But yeah, my legs don't feel much like running today. And this tarmac on my joints is not fun. I'm looking forward to hitting the footpaths again. Slow and steady, slow and steady. Do not overthink it. Made it to the A19. Can't really be bothered crossing it with all of these fast cars driving up and down. Wasn't particularly fun on tired legs. I feel like I could have jogged if I needed to. Ingleby Arncliffe, 1/4 of a mile. Oh. The GoPro is not going to do this justice, but that's stunning. I've just climbed the first big climb up onto the edge of the North York moors, and then looking back that way, not entirely sure which way, but somewhere over there is where I've come from. It's a long, long way away. So I am 30k in for the day. Being up and down today, it was always going to be tough. I'll hit the moors now. We've got another 30k to do with up and down and up and down and up and down. But it's glorious. Almost too hot. And you're not going to be able to see that, but that is the North Sea. Onwards. End is literally in sight. Still got a way to go though, but that definitely gave me a boost. And I've just joined the lightweight walk, whatever it is. This was my first ultra challenge a few years ago when I ran from sunrise to sunset. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I remember how hard the hills were in that, and I've still got to do them today. But I'm going to ride high on the sighting of the North Sea for a bit, and hopefully that'll carry me over these lumps and bumps. Almost.
You're doing super well! Go on! Why have you got that walking
So I got a bit giddy earlier. The sun was out, just see my family, was feeling strong. Started motoring. Just on the lightweight walk, those Cleveland hills battered my legs. Lightweight walk, Billsdale fell race as well. Battering my legs there. My shins are rather sore now. Anyway, I don't know. See that behind me? Up there somewhere. I think that is Round Hill. And I think that's the highest point on the North York Moors. Which means it is net down from here. Which I'm looking forward to. Now on this old railway line to Blakey Ridge, 10k, should be glorious running. I don't think I'll be doing much more than hobbling for this. But just time to walk it in. 50k down, 10k to go. 220k in the Cleveland hills, knackered my joints. Hit the old railway line, now 10k to go. I just wanted it over and done with. Started jogging, quicker, got a bit quicker, got a bit quicker. Just done a 27-minute 5k. Which is nice because it ticked off the miles. Just listening to music and running along to that and just going, no, it doesn't hurt, it doesn't hurt. And once I've done a lap, once I've done 5k, I thought, sod this, I'm going to walk. And my legs are basically just giving way. But I can see the line in on the horizon, which is where I'm going. And that must be, what, a K away? Nearly there for the day, nearly there for the day. Onwards. Onwards. So 5k in for the final day, and it's a slow one. I think 50 minutes for that 5k. My joints are shot. No painkillers this morning, which was a mistake. But I've got company today. There you go, Craig, say hello. I think we have to march it in. We're going to march it in. 40k to go. 40k to go. Nearly there.
Morning.
Yeah. 15k in, 30k to go. Just stopped with the support crew and my knee seized up entirely. Very steep downhill, which was very, very painful. Ibuprofen kicking in now. Morning. Just slowly starting to ease off again. Oh, it eases more because that was bloody hard work. Onwards. There is a sign behind me that says Robin Hood's Bay, 3.5 miles, which is a very, very good feeling. We've got longer than 3.5 miles to go, but it can't be that much longer. Onwards to the finish. Done.